Okay, today's a super exciting day. We've got to prep, prime, paint. Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loaded.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, you know. Yeah.
Mike, you call me, man.
All right.
See what you're talking about.
Okay, today's a super exciting day. We've got all this siding on the house here, as you can see. Fiber cement siding. Looks great, but it is not ready for the winter. So what we're gonna have to do is prep it for paint. First is we're gonna mask off all the windows and doors with our paper, and we'll do that with this masking gun here. Show you how that works. We've got some primer. This JeeZee 123 primer for all surface. This stuff is good down to 35 degrees. So I'm gonna break out the sprayer and spray this 5 gallons of primer on the front and the back of the house. All right, let's get the spray in. We're gonna go ahead and caulk all those gaps, you know, around the trim where it meets up here with the window. All the edges. See there, we started here. See, needs caulk. Do all that, and then we primed first before we caulk. The reason we did that is because primer is basically an adhesive, so it sticks to our wall, and then it also allows the paint to stick to the primer. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm gonna overfill this line a little bit. We've got our purdy 1.5 inches. This one's a flex. You can get it firm or flex. For this job, I like the flex. And we'll just come down. So the best tip I can give you when you're caulking, whether it's inside, outside, doesn't really matter. You always want to work with a bucket of water and a rag. And I don't want to have caulk all over my fingers. I don't want to wipe it all over my pants. You go to Home Depot, you see a guy walking around, he's smeared caulk all over his pants. Now to me, that's a good indicator that the guy's not really a painter. Because when you see professional painters, they got on those white Sherwin-Williams pants, and there's like no paint on them whatsoever. Why? Because they don't make a mess when they paint. They're professionals. The reason you have the bucket of water is so that whether you're using your finger or not, you can just keep clean. Keep your tools clean. They'll do a better job. And so you'll use this bucket all day long, and you'll have to change the water from time to time. Also, if you know too much caulk on there, when it's wet, you just get a rag and it wipes right off. Okay, if you've got some bricks and the mortar joints are this far gone, you're gonna have to grind out these mortar joints, remove the bricks, and tuck point. Luckily for us, that's the neighbor's house. So we're on the caulking phase and we're trying to prep this house for our top coat. So let me show you what that looks like. This is one of the bigger cracks, but this is another reason why we primed first, because it really shows us what we need to fill, and then also it's going to help this caulk adhere because we used the primer. The goal here is to get your structure watertight, and this will serve that purpose. Okay, so we've got a lot of caulking to do. We got to do around all the windows, all the doors, the edge, the trim. So we'll be doing that, and then we'll start spraying. So after we've caulked everything, then we'll get our top coat paint and we'll spray the body color. Ready to go to the moon. Our paint scheme for this job, we're gonna do a dark gray body color on the main of the house. That'll wrap around to the brick and to the front gable, and then where the add-on back porch bumps out, that's gonna be a light gray, and we'll hit that same color on the front porch. That will give us some depth of perception. It'll kind of look like a shadow, and then when that's all done, we'll come back with a navy blue color called Anchors Away, and we'll hand paint and weenie roll the trim. Let's get after it. Let's have some fun. Our paint job here is starting to shape up. We got the body colors on. We got a medium gray and a light gray, and then we're gonna do a navy blue on the trim. We're in Kansas City here, and those are the Kansas City Royals away team colors on the jersey. So after the body color's on, then we'll come back and we'll cut the trim. So